While measles deaths were reported and questioned in Lancaster County and a still unresolved story, the state health department is trying to expand its powers around communicable diseases. As expected, there is pushback. Dennis Owens joins us with that story. Good afternoon, Dennis.
Good afternoon. Happy Friday, James. It is routine for various agencies to review and update regulations, and the health department says that's exactly what it's doing in a 500-page submission of revisions. They still have to be approved, and there will be public comment. But of special note, given the measles issue going on right now, is expanding what diseases are, quote, subject to isolation, quarantine, and other control measures, end quote. Also, powers around what vaccines are required to attend public or private schools. Health department insists it's just doing what it needs to do to keep people safe. But lots of folks still smarting from COVID shutdowns have their doubts.
We simply cannot have the kind of intrusive government overreach that we saw shut down businesses, take years away from kids in terms of their education and their development, basically increase our mental health issues amongst our youth, mask mandates. None of those things do we want back. And unfortunately, the regulations proposed by the administration give that kind of broad authority back to the Department of Health.
In a statement, the Department of Health calls the proposed changes an attempt to modernize and update regulations to better manage dangerous diseases, adding that attempts to scare Pennsylvanians is inaccurate and disingenuous. James, there will be a public comment period that runs through September 21st, and the health department insists nobody's trying to sneak anything past anyone. And by the way, if you have a few hours and want to read the 500-page submission of their changes, we have it on our website, abc27.com.
Some happy reading for you over the weekend. Dennis, I mean, it's amazing that here we go again talking about quarantines and vaccines.
Down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. And on This Week in Pennsylvania this week, we're going to try to get to the bottom of this as best we can. We still got some unresolved things in Lancaster County and some claims and counterclaims and a contest between the governor and RFK Jr. that's going on. So, confusing time.
Definitely a big week and a lot to sift through, because there are a lot of questions about what happened at that press conference and what's being said around the deaths, and what's a measles death or a death of someone who happened to have
died
measles.
With measles. Nobody seems to have said died from measles. Measles-related death. They're parsing the language.
Yeah.
And I'm not a medical professional, won't play one on TV, but I can tell you this. I do know a little bit about politics, and the entire issue has gotten politicized.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you for this week.
All right.
Thank you very much,
James.
Dennis.
Have a great weekend, man.
You as well, sir.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27. We're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.